Nice work, boys.
Been out here in southern Utah for a little bit over a week now, kind of scoping around the zones and trying to find the best spot we possibly could. I think we've kind of landed on a really sick zone here on the border of Arizona. Scouting around for the last week, trying to find some areas that we could potentially mix some sports together, like speed flying and mountain biking, which is kind of a wild concept. So finding an area that can fulfill the two sports has been quite the challenge, but I think we might have found something that's never been done in that aspect before. Beautiful, nice day. Unfortunately, it's a little bit windy, so we're kind of playing it by the weather, as I think any action sports kind of pertains to. We kind of play with the weather, we understand what the weather's doing, we play into all the safety checks and understand that we have the best conditions to perform at our best. So we did hike up a cliff and we tried to figure it out. Pat got on top of the ridge and realized that the wind was a little bit too shifting, swirling, and a little bit all over the place, so we decided to cut that chute, and now we're gonna move our way up the canyon and see what else we can find. So welcome to day one of the BTS and production of Same 2.
As predicted, the weather in the desert is tricky to work with. The winds are stirring all over the place and kind of making it really turbulent and awkward and trying to find a good launch. But next time we'll start a little earlier, get a nice early morning start, get the sunrise, and see if we can make it happen.
Well, woke up this morning and the weather was still a conflict for us, and so we had to kind of find a balance to that, and what that ended up looking like was probably changing location.
On to the next.
You know, when a decision has to be made to abort a mission, to switch a location, to kind of divert from the plan that was set and had been set in stone for weeks at this point, it's a big decision. I mean, we really didn't know what to expect by moving locations, but it came to a point down in Big Water that there just wasn't gonna be the option to get what we needed out of that location.
Well, what's up, Pat? What are we doing this morning?
Packing up, moving out, trying to find a new spot.
Production is production. We're just gonna keep moving along. Took the day, we traveled, we got ourselves some food, we got ourselves adjusted to the road and to each other a little bit more, and we showed up in Virgin, Utah at the old Red Bull Rampage site. It feels fitting for what we're trying to do. If we want to be able to offer some respect to the people that have laid the land before us, I think it's cool to come into a zone that's kind of established and be able to like shine a light on that in a really cool cinematic way. So welcome to the Red Bull Rampage, Site 1.
Landing in this new location, like right as weather started to clear up, the rain stopped, and one glance at it, we decided like this was such a great idea. But with speed flying, it's an absolute like unique situation where the conditions have to be perfect or as close to perfect as possible, or it's literally a life or death situation. So as soon as Patrick got out of the car and he's looking at these canyons, these cliff faces, he was like, I think we can run it. And we spent that afternoon just cruising up every canyon back to back. Oh, let's go up this, let's check this out, let's check this out. And he thought he was gonna be able to fly, and turns out he was right. I mean, he ended up going all the way to the top and sending it off. the weight lifted off of our shoulders so incredibly much. Like, we're able to do what we set out to do in this location. It's an absolute home run of a decision to move.
Flight 1 out the way. Pat successfully made it down the canyon. Big moves. So, score.
We got a call from our mountain biker crew, and he was on board, stoked to make some stuff happen. He knows the terrain out here better than anybody, so having his local knowledge of like, this is a jump I can do this on, and how to make it work so I could fly by him while he's doing these tricks. You know, everything was just kind of falling in place. We were like, okay, now we have a rider, we have features, so we made it work.
Super stoked to bring on Cardo Systems for this project. That's been a major plus for us. Communications is really important, especially when you're out in the environments. Trying to communicate with your homie, you're yelling over ridges, he's 1,000 feet away, you can barely hear what he's saying, you both got your headphones on.
Allows me to lock in. I'm there with the director in my ear. I know exactly what I need to be doing. And you know, when it's time to call action and our athlete is up on the base of a cliff, we're able to communicate with him and make sure that we know he's safe, we know that he's ready to go, we know that we're all on the same page when the camera needs to be rolling, and that's the most important thing in a situation like this for people like us.
Pat, what are we doing today?
I don't know what we're doing. I'm just doing it. I think we're going up here to see if the wind is good for a couple speed flights. Yesterday we chased a mountain biker, which was fun. Today we're just gonna focus on speed flying. Hopefully make it look like I'm flying on Mars or something. And yeah, see what happens.
Once we game planned in the van, we got out, we packed all our stuff, and we just headed up the mountain. Peder and I went all the way to the peak with Patrick to kind of get the shots that we needed for the first flight, and it was a long walk. We were dead.
Being able to work with Pat on this project is something that I've like always dreamed of, is being able to capture speed flying and this unique aerodynamic sport in a way that's never been seen before. And I'm just really thankful that Pat showed up and he brought his absolute A game.
Putting me at a pretty low amount of glide to get out to the landing, but I could probably come out. Wind is feeling pretty deep. Probably come out and still get kind of like a rolly thing, and then just try to stay slightly high out to the LZ.
And the thing is, the wind, it could be so much different when you get up there. Like, it's not, things change so drastically in a place like this. And so getting up there and realizing that things weren't exactly the way we wanted them, they weren't exactly the way the things our weather apps were telling us, it was nerve-wracking for a bit there. You know, it was kind of trial and error. And we set up, you know, as we would, and we got ready for the shoot, but we knew that Patrick was going to do a test pop on his wing, and if it dives, he's done. We were going to call it for the day, and we were going to have to push this everything back. But it was kind of like a real hit or miss situation. He popped it up, and it flew. He ran off the edge and just jumped, and we were in action.
Knowing this guy since as long as I have, like watching him running off and jumping off that cliff is like, I'm holding my breath too. Like, it's one of the most insane things, watching a person run and jump off a cliff at such a high elevation and then catch themselves and enjoy the ride on the way down.
Good boy!
As soon as we got done getting our shots for speed flying and just wrapping things up, kind of processing how we did and what we need to do still to get the rest of the shots, we realized, I mean, speed flying is one of those sports you can only do when the winds are calm. Midday, it gets thermic, it gets bumpy. We decided we got nothing better to do. Let's go for a little road trip and check out the backside of Zion. So yeah, we all jumped in the car, rolled just up the hill here, and found a couple of rad rock features just to go check out and explore and be tourists for the afternoon.
Zion trip, baby.
You know, Zion National Park, one of the mighty 5 in Utah. Like, I've never seen it in the depth that, you know, I should, and Logan and Patrick have never been up through there. So yeah, we took a day of just scrambling around through the hoodoos and the stacks of Zion National Park, and it was, dude, it was Mother Nature at its finest.
Where are you going out of this?
When you sit in a spot like this and you just like feel that updraft, the wind, you think about like the birds that live around here and they're just fucking chilling, catching updrafts, soaring the floats all day.
Okay, all right. I thought it was just like sheer.
And then there's this guy.
Pushing it, dude.
Just got a little earth session. Literally just cruised the park, walked around. Peder saw a cow for the first time ever. I think it's his favorite animal, but he said he's never been that close to a cow in his life, which just blows my mind being from Eastern Washington. That's cow country, man.
That's the fucking closest I've ever been to a cow. Oh my God, dude. I'm turning. Yes, yes.
We're able to refresh and get the stoke high, keep the levels high, and be prepared to run on to tomorrow's adventures with both Pat and crew on mountain bike, ready to send it and go big and see what they have here at this Rampage site. So